Hello dear students, welcome back to mathematics class. Already you know we are discussing your second lesson and that is whole numbers. Then dear two students, tell me what are these whole numbers. Okay, you know about natural numbers. Natural number means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It will come in one flow. When we are telling you to tell the numbers, then you are starting with 1, 2, 3. So they are natural numbers, means the number which start from 1, 2, 3, so on. They all are natural numbers. Whole number means including 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They all are whole numbers. Okay, that all we have discussed in the previous class, and also we discussed the properties of addition. Okay, so I will revise the properties of addition in 2 minutes, then only you can understand the properties of subtraction. Dear students, when you are learning the properties of addition, you have a closure property. First one is closure property. Okay, next one is commutative property. Commutative property. If you understood this, then only you are going to understand this today's class, the properties of subtraction. Commutative property. Next one is associative property. Associative property. Next one more is, that is zero property. Okay, okay, zero property, closure property, commutative property, associative property, zero property. Then what is this closure property? You take any whole number and add with the another whole number and its answer is also a whole number. Here A means any whole number, B means also any whole number, C means also any whole number. So let us take one example. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. 4 is also whole number, 1 is also whole number, and its answer is also a whole number. I hope you are getting my point. Closure property means a whole number when added to another whole number gives a whole number. So this is the closure property of addition. Next, commutative property means A plus B is equal to B plus A. Here A means any whole number, B means also any whole number. So what is this? A plus B is equal to B plus A. Take here 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 and 3 plus 2 is also a 5. Means when we interchange the addends, the sum will not change. So that is the commutative property, isn't it? So here I hope you are getting my point. A plus B is equal to B plus A. You take 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2, the sum is 5. So that is closure property of addition. Next here, associative property is there. Then what is this associative property? You take any 3 numbers. I will take here A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. So you make this group, next you make this group. You take any 3 numbers, add and see here, add, but the sum will not change. So this is associative property. For example, you take here 2 plus 3 plus 5. Make here group. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. Again you take here 2 plus 3 plus 5. Make here 3 and 5 is group. 3 plus 5 is 8. 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. Okay, so 10 is equal to 10. This is associative property. Then what is zero property? Zero property means, see here, zero property means when you add 0 to any number, the sum remains the whole numbers. Take here 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. 100 plus 0 is equal to 100. You take any you take any whole number, add to 0, its sum becomes also a whole number. So these are the properties of addition. So this we need to check for properties of subtraction. See here, does the closure property exist in subtraction? Commutative property, associative property, zero property. So which property will exist here? Just we need to check. Might be here every property will not exist, because first of all you take here closure property. I will take here 6 minus 2 is equal to 4, isn't it? 6 minus 2 is 4. 6 is also whole number, 2 is also whole number, and 4 is also a whole number. But next you subtract here 2 minus 6 is equal to question mark. 2 minus 6 is equal to question mark. Is it possible 2 minus 6 is? No. Therefore, here closure property will not exist. So, what is this? This is commutative property. Take here 6 minus 2 is 4, and here closure property. Addition of two whole numbers will always result in another whole number. On the other hand, while subtracting two whole numbers, the difference need not necessarily be whole number. The following example make this concept clear. See here, 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 minus 0 is 3, and 0 minus 3 is equal to question mark will come here. Therefore, here closure property will not exist. Okay. See here, 0 minus 3, there is no answer. 0 minus 3 is possible? No. So, for this there is no answer. Therefore, the closure property will not exist in subtraction. So, commutative property just now I told. See here, 6 minus 2 is how much here? 4, and 2 minus 6 is not possible. Therefore, A plus B is equal to B plus A is there. So, here it will not exist. Commutative property will not exist in subtraction, and in closure property will also not exist in subtraction. Okay. So, commutative property over here. Next you take here associative property. Okay. Associative property. Associative. Associative property. Okay, so already you know what is this associative property. You take any three numbers and make its group, but the sum will not change. Okay, that is what associative property. But here we are learning the associative property of subtraction. Okay, so here you do, I will take here A is equal to 9, B is equal to, I will take here A is equal to 9, B is equal to 3, and C is equal to 1. Add, subtract this A minus B minus C. I will make here A minus B's group. Take here 9 minus 3 minus 1. So tell me here 9 minus 3 is, how much will come here? 9 minus 3 is 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay, 6 minus 1 is 5. Again you take here what? Here you make one more group, A minus B minus C. So you make this group. So take here 9 minus 3 minus 1. Okay, 9 minus 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, so 9 minus 2 is 7. So here I got 5 as an answer, and here I got 7 as an answer. Therefore, see here, this 5 is not equal to 7. So here also the associative property will not exist in in whole numbers, exist in subtraction. Okay, so here I thought closure property, commutative property, and associative property. Next you take one more example. For this you check it. You take any three whole numbers and make this group, but here the associative property will not exist. Okay, so next here one more is there, and that is zero property. Zero property. zero property. Okay, see here, when I will take here one example. See here, 34 minus 0 is 34, but 0 minus 34 is question mark is there, but 0 minus 34 is not possible. So here we will get the answers in negative. That we will learn how it will get while learning the integers lessons. Okay, so here zero property will not exist. Okay, see here, 34 minus 0, when you are adding, no, see here, 34 plus 0 is also a 34, and 0 plus 34 also is also a 34. Here I can get zero property in addition, but in subtraction it will not possible. Okay, so here when you learnt the properties of addition, no, their closure, commutative, associative and zero property will exist, but in subtraction the closure, commutative, associative and zero properties will not exist. Okay, so I hope you understood this, the properties of subtraction. Just keep in your mind, in subtraction the closure, commutative, associative and zero property will not exist, but in addition all the properties will exist. Okay, so this is about today's class. In next class I will discuss the properties of multiplication and the properties of division. Okay, try to solve exercise 3.1 once again, first main, second main and third main. Okay, I will discuss the multiplication and division properties in the next class. I hope this class is clear to you. Thank you.